Hey, all you podcast listeners, you can find Slice of the Paranormal everywhere podcasts are found, or you can watch us on our YouTube channel.
Hey, hi, hello there, and it's Slice of the Paranormal again. Here we are. I'm Ryan. This is Christy.
Hello.
This is Steve.
Hello.
If you're on the video, you can see us. If not, you can hear us. Slice of the Paranormal is talk about paranormal stuff. We go to these places. We investigate spooky things. And while we're in the area, we check out haunted bars and always eat a slice of local pizza.
Of pizza. And we thank Cup of Code. Thank you for all you do.
I am the pizza monster.
And the pizza monster.
We don't thank the pizza monster.
No.
We curse him.
Yeah, you can curse me.
It's it's like Jekyll and Hyde, but it's like Ryan and Pizza Monster.
We like him most of the day.
Yeah.
It's just at the pizza shop, we're like,
Not so much this guy now.
not a big fan of the monster. But today, we actually went down to like Gettysburg, to check out Gettysburg. I've been trying to get you guys down there. I'm like, dude, we're a ghost hunting group.
One of the most haunted places. Hauntedness. No, one of the most haunted places in Pennsylvania, according to a lot of people.
The country. And we'll
the
go back.
country,
This
yeah.
is just one of the trips. I mean, we're close to it, and
There's so many sites.
Yeah.
So we wanted to get one trip down there out of the way.
We did.
And
So we hit
Steve,
a
you
couple
love
stops.
Gettysburg. Like
I do. I go
yeah.
like 5 or 6 times a year. I mean, I'll randomly be like, hey, Ryan, I'm going to take, the guy I work with. I'm like, we're going to go down to Gettysburg today.
Right.
Yep.
And we'll check out a different site because there's like hundreds to
Yeah.
check out. And some of the ghost lore, like a lot of people will say, oh, well, the ghost lore didn't exist till the 1980s. And I'm going to tell you, that's complete and utter BS.
Yeah?
Why did they think it started in the 80s?
Because that's when, the Ghost of Gettysburg candlelight tour started.
Oh, okay. So
and
people
all the
started
companies
making money off of it
coming
in
in
the 80s.
to make money off
Yeah.
of it. And Mark Nesbitt started putting out a lot of books. He's got like 8 books on just the Ghost of Gettysburg. And there's a lot more that's been done by other authors.
Yeah.
So the claim is that until then, people didn't really talk about the ghosts in Gettysburg?
Correct. But I've studied Gettysburg enough to tell you that in the 1800s there was ghost lore. Like one of the statues is of John Burns, who was the old guy that went out onto the battlefield and he grabbed a rifle and joined the soldiers in fighting.
Yeah, you know him, Ryan.
Good old story, John
John
Burns.
Burns. You know
guys
all
don't-
about him.
All right.
Montgomery Burns' dad.
Sometimes I
Montgomery
assume
Burns'
everyone
dad.
knows everything I know.
There's a story about a guy who picked up a gun and went out and fought for one of the sides.
Okay, no, this guy literally was just a dude that's like, I'm going to go help fight. And the
He
wife's like,
just wanted to fight.
the wife's like, don't do
He had a
it.
couple in him.
He had, probably.
Don't do it.
He grabs the rifle. He's wearing like a twin-tailed coat.
Okay.
He's got a top hat.
Yeah.
And he runs into on the first day's battle, he runs onto the field.
Tails in him,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So like the guys are like making fun of him, and this dude gets shot a couple times.
Wow.
Depending on the record.
More than once.
More than once. He got shot like anywhere from 2 to 5 times.
And kept going?
Well, no, at some point he falls down to the ground and he's like, oh, I'm a civilian and I'm fighting. They can hang me. So he digs a hole and he buries the bullets and he like stays on the field throughout the night.
Wait, he buries what bullets?
The bullets that he had for his gun.
Okay.
So he buries them on the field. Someone says,
So
hey.
he's saying, I'm not a fighter. I'm just here. Like,
Yeah,
that's what
so
he's
if they
gonna
catch him,
claim.
he'd be like, I just got
Yeah,
stuck.
okay.
Well, I guess the wife is told, hey, your husband's out in the field. And she's just like, good for him, like,
Told him not to go.
told him not to go, so.
Had a couple in him.
Yeah, like, I don't remember where we were going with
I don't know.
this.
Gettysburg gets you very excited.
Yeah.
But,
As you can see.
I just came back to me. He, years after the battle, was going through McPherson's woods.
Oh, so he didn't die.
He didn't die. He lived.
Okay.
In fact, Matthew Brady takes a famous picture of him sitting at his house
Yeah.
with his crutches, with his, very upset wife. And it becomes famous. I mean, when Abraham Lincoln comes to Gettysburg to give the Gettysburg Address,
Right.
the one person he wanted to meet was John Burns.
Wow.
He got the nickname the hero of Gettysburg because of just, grabbing a rifle, going out there and like, I want to shoot me some Rebs, and just doing it. He even tried to convince people on the way, like his neighbors, like, come on
with me. Yeah.
let's
come
go
on.
shoot some Rebs.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Coming
yeah,
right for us.
I'm picking
good.
the beans out of my garden right
I have
now.
enough holes in me already.
So,
So not a ghost story, but
well, no, it is a ghost story. He was walking through McPherson's woods, and he ran into the ghost of a rebel soldier. And it said that he didn't run.
John Burns did.
John Burns. But he turned around and walked very fastly out of McPherson's woods.
A brisk walk.
A brisk walk back into town.
Yeah.
So, like, he is the
Interesting.
first.
It's like, no, I didn't see a
So
ghost.
that was 1800, you said?
That was in the 1800s, yeah, that he did this.
He was the one that saw a ghost first.
He supposedly saw ghosts there.
Or at least it was
on
recorded.
Emmitsburg Road, he saw ghosts. And these all made it in the local Gettysburg newspaper. So the first place we're going to talk about is the Jennie Wade House. Do you guys know who Jennie Wade is?
I remember being at the Jennie Wade House.
Okay.
Yes.
But let's hear the whole story from you.
Is she the civilian that was killed while she was making bread?
Correct.
She was a little girl,
She's like a teenager.
teenager.
Yeah, she was I think 20 or something like
Oh,
that.
okay.
Oh, older than I thought.
Yeah, I was thinking
Why
she
am
was
I
like
thinking
14.
teenager? Yeah.
But Jennie Wade essentially is kind of connected to this area as well because Jennie Wade
That's why I know the name.
lived
Sealands
across
Grove, right?
Selinsgrove, Tilly Pierce.
There we go.
I mentioned her a lot that
Right.
she wrote, What a Girl Saw, blah, blah, blah. Well, in her book, she gives massive shade to Jennie Wade. She's like, kind of talks down to her and says that she's like a Southern sympathizer. She alludes to it.
Why would you say that?
Because if you think about it, their social stations in life were totally different. Jennie
How
Wade,
did they even know each other?
they lived across the street from one another.
okay.
And
So this is like a spat.
the Pierce family actually hired Jennie Wade's younger brother to work for them. So when the rebels are coming through the town, Tilly Pierce's family's like, hey, take all the horses and go south of the town because the rebels are north. We want to save them from being stolen. Well, when he does that, he gets caught by the rebels.
Oh.
And Jennie Wade is then yelling at the Pierces, like, if my little brother gets hurt, I don't know what I'm going to do to y'all, type of thing.
Right.
So they had that little bit of a beef. So the last time they would have interacted, it wasn't a good thing. And
Okay.
Tilly Pierce was younger than Jennie Wade, so Jennie Wade was a little bit older, and there were a lot of rumors about her. Supposedly, she was betrothed to be married to a lokel boy.
This is Jennie.
Jennie was.
Okay.
Jennie Wade.
And
Jennie.
supposedly, the guy's Skelly, his name was, his mom was being told by the locals, hey, I'm a little worried about Jennie Wade because there's guys showing up at her house and hanging out with her.
Oh.
So, there was some inner friction, and Skelly's like, no, it's nothing big, whatever. But I think it's the dichotomy of a poor girl across the street who's a seamstress's daughter and the Pierces who have money.
Okay.
You have to imagine Tilly Pierce, when she grows up, she marries a freaking attorney, and lives
Right.
in Selinsgrove. Now, Jennie Wade, however, had a rough life. Her father was a little bit of a crazy man, and I don't mean that slightly. Her father was in the crazy house of Gettysburg, which was called the Alms House, and that's to the north of town. So when this battle's happening, or starting to happen, Jennie Wade and her mom are doing their seamstress work just to get by. Because the dad's
That's how
gone.
yeah, right. They had to make money.
They have to make money, so
feed
they're
themselves and-
they're sewing things for other people,
Sure.
clothing and whatnot. So she also has a sister. Her sister is Georgia Wade McClellan. Now, I took you to what's called the Jennie Wade House. Now, first off, I want to just say
Oh, I think I have a picture of that.
that's a misnomer. it's never been Jennie Wade's house. She didn't live there.
Yeah.
Even this old timey picture.
Even the old time picture, she didn't live there ever.
Okay.
What it was her sister's house. So Jennie Wade lived a couple blocks north on Breckenridge Street, maybe about 3 or 4 blocks, you know, guesstimating. And she was actually born on Baltimore Street. I showed you both those houses when we were down there.
Yeah.
Now, which is the one where we fingered the hole?
Oh, the house that you fingered.
Yeah, the house that we fingered the hole in.
That was what's called the Jennie Wade House
Okay.
Museum.
We'll get to that though, right?
Listen, I had to make you finger a house.
Let's see.
Like, don't blame me.
What do you mean? Don't blame you.
No, you said everyone does this. Like,
Everyone
this is
does
what you're
this.
supposed to do. You're supposed to finger this hole right
you
here.
got to finger the hole.
Yeah.
You made us do it.
You
I did. I was like, you got to finger this hole.
We like stood in line. Ryan went first.
Yeah, I'll get to it. I'll tell you why I made you finger the house
Later.
Yeah.
All right.
Jennie Wade House got fingered, you know, by you guys. Not me.
I went in a couple times.
Yeah.
You did. I had like multiple pictures of your finger in this house. It's rather disturbing how much you seem to both enjoy it.
Just following directions, Steve.
So, why she's there? Okay, like, you know where the Jennie Wade house is, okay? Well, the battle at that point was to the northwest of Gettysburg on the first day. So she's her actual home is closer to the battle. Now, the reason she's at the Georgia Wade McClellan house is Georgia Wade McClellan is her sister. Her sister literally gave birth to her child on, I think, July 1st, the first day of the battle. So they thought, well, if the battle's to the north and west, if we go south, we'll be safer. So they're going to go to her sister's house.
Even a couple blocks makes a difference.
Yeah, even a couple blocks. So they're going to go south to the house, and they're also going to help her sister take care of a newborn baby.
Okay.
While the battle's going on.
Family up.
So they're there at the house. They're taking care of the sister. Now, I wanted to, before I get to the coup de grace, what happens to poor Jennie Wade, I want to explain something. She grew up in this town, and she had a dear friend named Wesley Culp and Jack Skelly, I think Johnston Jack Skelly, were all three friends growing up. So she gets hooked up with this Johnston Jack Skelly, and Wesley Culp.
His name's Johnson Jack Skelly?
Well,
Skelly?
Jack is his nickname.
First name's Johnson?
Johnston.
With a T.
I'm just going to call him Jack.
Lasty. Let's call him Jack.
I'm going to just call him Jack, and I'm going to call Wesley. But Wesley Culp had actually...
I have a picture of him up right now.
Yeah, he actually went down south.
Okay.
Because his business that he was working for went south, and he traveled with them. So when the Civil War started, he actually joined the rebel side.
Oh.
So
It'll be a little awkward for the friends.
Correct. So essentially, when he was traveling north, Jack was actually wounded and captured in Winchester. Another friend, Wesley Culp, runs into him at the hospital. He sees that he's wounded.
Jack.
And Jack is not doing well. He thinks he's not going to make it. So he gives either tells Wesley or gives him a note that says, if you're going north, if you see Jennie Wade, let her know that I didn't make it or whatever, that I'm dying in this hospital. Well, Wesley then makes it to Gettysburg. He's in Gettysburg to fight. And before he can give the information to Jennie Wade, he is killed on Culp's Hill, some say. Now, there's a little bit, historians will argue.
It's named Culp's Hill afterwards.
It's named Culp's Hill after his family. Jennie Wade, Jack, and Wesley Culp played on that freaking hill.
Aw.
So he dies. She doesn't know that Jack is all like, I don't know, bitched up at
Who knows?
a Civil War hospital.
Bad.
And then she's pretty much taking care of her sister for 3 days. And then on the third day, July 3rd, at I think 8:30 in the morning, a shot is fired, and it goes through the damn door that you guys fingered. And it goes through a second door in the house. And I sent you a picture of a bread table. She was baking bread at the time. There's a table that shows the bread station. And essentially, the bullet pierces the back. Through her back, goes through her heart, kills her instantly. She falls down dead on the floor.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way to go, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, die quick.
And not know it was coming.
While baking bread.
While baking bread. So
Probably
she
smelled good too.
Well, yeah, I mean, they were doing it
I wonder if her ghost smells like bread.
Right.
to support the union. People were
That's
baking
awesome.
anything they could and supplying them with food, water, whatever they could. Unfortunately, she dies. The two soldiers run into the house, and they figure out what's going on. They heard the screaming of her mother and her sister, and they see Jennie Wade dead. They pick her body up. They can't take her outside because where you're stationed, if this is the Jennie Wade house, this is the Farnsworth where the sniper station was in the attic. The thought is that the sniper in the Farnsworth attic was using the doorknob to figure out the trajectory or like the wind, and was actually not trying to shoot anybody.
Practice or whatever.
Just kind of targeting, and the bullet went through her house and killed her. So like the rebel,
It's pretty irresponsible, like target practice. Let's shoot at a residence.
The house was literally in between rebel forces and the Union on Cemetery Hill. So like
she was asking for it.
they were
Just by
right
being
there in the middle. So the two soldiers
She deserved it.
freaking low class Jennie Wade.
Yeah.
That's right.
So the soldiers take her body upstairs. Luckily, there was an artillery shell that went through the house and didn't explode. It had a charge. If it would have exploded, it would have blew up the house. But there was
That's the big thing.
Yeah, the big thing there. That there's a hole in the wall, and the soldiers use the butt of the rifles to break it out, and they carry her body through the other side of the home, and then down into the basement. There's a picture of the basement cellar doors.
Let's see.
So
Somewhere. Oh, there they are.
So Jennie Wade is dead and now in the basement. Now these two soldiers to help out, they stayed in the basement till the battle was over.
They're like, we're good here.
We're good.
We're gonna sit this one out.
We're gonna guard the family.
This is way more important.
So she's down there, and she dies after the battle. Her body is buried in the garden of the home.
Okay.
Right outside the house. And I'm assuming on her sister's side, not on the side near the cellar door.
Yeah.
One would think. So
At that time, you could just bury bodies, right? They didn't care.
well, in Gettysburg, they were burying them all over the place.
There wasn't like no boxes, no bags. Just put a body in the ground, right?
Oh my God, they were some of them were only like a foot down.
Because you can't do that nowadays.
Well,
No.
no, not really.
There's have to be some kind of covering and stuff. I guess it's like
I guess you can bury a body on your
you
property.
seep into the ground.
No,
You know what I
can't
mean?
you do
You
that?
can bury a body on your property, but I'm sure there's
There's like federal
rules.
regulations.
Yeah, but then
about-
it like changes it to a cemetery then, and like for tax purposes. That's
Yeah.
like why rich people will bury their family on their land, because then it's some kind of a tax break. Where
you
it
can't be taxed
turns
on a
into
home that's a cemetery.
Well, that's true. But I'm just saying, like, you can't naked bury a dude outside.
So
Oh,
we,
just like
so
in the
we-
raw,
you
no.
as
you
a
can't raw
team,
dog bury a dude.
raw dog bury.
so as a team, we're all agreeing that we should bury someone in each of our properties.
Wow,
Yeah.
but
You know.
has to be
I
in
think
box
it's a
or
good
something.
idea.
I think they make bags now. Something. We'll see.
All
I
I
know you
gotta
can
say-
like attach yourself to a tree now. Let's do that.
Oh yeah,
That's how you create haunted forest.
I like it.
You know,
I love that
The little
idea.
pods with
Our
the tree.
legacy's right there.
I like a tree.
obviously, this girl dies, so there's got to be paranormal activity.
Right.
Okay, so like
Gotta be.
the father is supposed to haunt the house because he didn't get to see her be buried. And this poor girl was buried like 3 times, by the way. You know, she
They
buried
kept digging her
They
up.
moved her.
They dug her up from the garden. They moved her into town. She was buried at one spot. Then they dug her up again, and they moved her to the Evergreen Cemetery.
Yeah.
And she has a lovely statue on her grave, and she is one of 2 women that have a perpetual American flag that flies over her grave.
Oh, that's cool.
All the time. The other one is Susan B. Anthony.
Nice.
Huh.
So
I thought it would have
Go
been
there,
Betsy
huh?
Ross.
no, it's not Betsy Ross. We were there.
Let's talk about that. Wait, but the cemetery, we didn't go to the cemetery?
No, did we go to the cemetery?
I don't
I don't
think
have
we
a picture
did.
of that.
Okay, yeah, we didn't go to the cemetery. I've been there
No
too many
pictures,
times.
We
Please
went to
go
the
there.
houses. We focused just
We
on
focused on the houses. I'll take you to the cemetery. I can show you where John Burns is buried.
We'll go back,
She's
I'm telling
buried, and where her almost husband is buried. He's buried really close to her.
Could have been maybe husband.
I think we did that really cool experience, didn't we? Where we went into that room
Oh,
Jennie
yes.
Wade thing?
at
Beyond the
Gettysburg.
battlefield.
At Gettysburg, yeah.
Yeah, I really highly recommend that if you want to experience what the Wade family was feeling, you know, where you're in a structure and you're hearing the bullets, hearing the cannon fire.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, for our listeners and viewers, it's like a room you go into, and it's all decorated from the time period. And there's a table, and you're sitting there, and then you start to hear, and this is all inside a building.
Yeah.
But it's another smaller building within a bigger building. You go into this room, and it feels like you're in the room, and outside a battle is going on.
It's like an immersive experience.
The room
kind of thing.
shakes, the bullet
Yeah.
holes come
That's cool.
open in the wall.
yeah, you
It's
see
really neat.
you hear the bullet hole, hear the bullet, and then see the bullet hole appear on a wall.
Yeah.
And like it dings
Multiple
off of things.
bullet holes. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Jennie Wade's house had over 100 shots.
Yeah.
In it.
Right.
You know, it's pop marked, just like the Farnsworth and many of those other buildings.
Cup of Code! Today's episode is brought to you by Cup O Code. Need a website or marketing solution that works as hard as you do? At Cup of Code, they don't just build websites, they create digital solutions that grow your business. From expert web design to targeted marketing, including Facebook, Instagram, Google Ads, and billboards, they've got you covered. Dream, design, develop. Visit cupofcode.com and take your business to the next level.
But supposedly in the cellar, they've gotten EVPs of her dad, like talking
Really?
In the cellar of the Jennie Wade house.
That's cool.
And his name was John James Wade. So if you're ever down there and you want to do an EVP session, try to see if
Yeah.
you can talk to John James Wade.
In the cellar.
In the cellar or anywhere in the house. He was just, the way the EVP came out was people think he's not happy that he didn't get to mourn his daughter properly.
Interesting.
There's also ghost children. When you tour through the house, people get tugged
Huh.
on their shirts at that site. An Altoona ghost hunting team captured a EVP that literally said "Play with me," and they attributed it to one of the ghost kids.
Do they know who the ghost kids are?
They don't. There's so many people that have lived there. Who knows? You know, maybe it's one of Georgia Wade McClellan's kids.
Right.
Who
That's what I
knows?
was thinking.
It's
Could it be
obvious-
residual haunting too?
Well, if they're
But the
talking,
tugging
if they're
and-
talking
yeah.
to you, they're interacting.
That's
it's
true.
not just happening with no interaction. If they're
Yeah, it's
interacting with you, that's
intelligent.
what do they call it? Like a real or true haunting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
In the room of the Jennie Wade house where Georgia Wade McClellan had her bed, there's this glass globe
Okay.
that's on the wall that covers one of the lights, and it actually breaks all the time. Like they'll close up, it's there, it's fine.
It just breaks?
Well, it's found on the floor broken
Oh, wow.
the next day. And it's happened so many times that they have cases of this glass globe to replace it
Oh my
every
gosh.
time it mysteriously is found broken.
Wow.
Maybe it's just like a loose screw or something.
I don't know. You'd think they'd figure that
Right.
out if that's what it was. But people see shadow figures at the site. There's mirrors all through through the site. People see figures in the mirrors at the place. I think people have seen figures in the clock on the other side of the house, in the face of the clock, that there'd be things
creepy.
that appear there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And it also opens up by itself, that clock.
The clock does.
The
Oh.
clock will open up by itself. And then the saddest ghost at the Jennie Wade house for me is a woman in black is seen, and this might be residual, crying or mourning at the garden where Jennie Wade was originally buried.
Aw.
And she, while
In black, too.
in black, and while she's seen crying near the garden, sometimes a second woman appears, and that might be Georgia Wade McClellan.
And the first one would have been, you're saying Jenny herself?
It would have been Jennie Wade's mother.
That's what I was going to ask. What?
It was Jennie. They think
Her
it's Jennie
mom.
Wade's mother.
Yeah.
Now, if you like, I know some people like to go into houses and look for blood when it comes to Gettysburg, but on the first floor, all the floor has been redone, so the Jennie Wade blood is not visible on the first floor,
Right.
Because it's modern. But if you go upstairs on her side, you can see roughly where they laid her body, while the soldiers were using the butt of their rifles to break
get through.
open
Wow.
to the other side.
Wow.
So, I mean, I like this site because you can tour it all through the day. It's only like, I think maybe $15 to
Wasn't that
do
much,
a nighttime ghost tour. And you can even rent the site to do ghost hunts. So, I don't know. I like it.
I'd like it too. Yeah.
And I think it's sad that she died there, you know?
Of course. But very noble, doing something that was helpful and that she probably felt good doing.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Just all circumstantial. Wrong place, wrong time kind
Yeah.
of situation.
So, and we, I don't know if you showed the picture of Jennie Wade, but we have a picture of her. She was an attractive girl. And
Here's us with their statue.
or
Christy's pinching her nip.
Oh, is that the one where I kept, yeah.
Every time we took the picture, Christy pinched her nip. And I was like, can we just take a real one?
listen, her statue, you can tell her breasts are played with a lot.
They're definitely worn in that area.
Most of
Nice patina to him.
the statues of all the guys, the noses are rubbed smooth and they're shiny. On the Jennie Wade statue, everyone's
always
comping
the
a feel.
Yeah.
So
We don't.
go to Gettysburg, comp a feel. She's not going to complain.
Right.
You know, it's like if you go out and see the Mothman statue.
Yeah, his butt, right?
Everyone has to smack that booty.
Yep.
He's got the perfect ass.
What are you going to do about it?
It just is what it is.
Part of it.
So that's what I have on the Jennie Wade house. But I'd be remiss if we didn't talk about what's across the street. Across the street today is the Haunted Orphanage.
I really want to go here and investigate, guys. Like, really bad.
Well, we can do it. In fact, they're teamed up with the Jennie Wade house.
Yeah.
We could pay to do both those tours.
Yeah, I'm talking like
Fun
an
to put
overnight,
it'd be fun to put a group together and just go and go in.
investigation. Like, a small group of us.
And since
Not
we're
while the
somewhat
public
close
is
to
walking
it, we have to
around.
do it, you know.
Well, Sports Paranormal has offered to invite us on a Haunted Orphanage ghost tour.
Oh, there you
We
go.
should definitely do that.
I agree. I mean, those guys are really fun. And, they make a lot of their own equipment.
Man, the stuff that went on in that orphanage, though.
Yeah, the orphanage is crazy. That's at 77 Baltimore Street. And it was originally called the National Soldiers Orphans Homestead. And now it's the site of ghostly images of Gettysburg. Now, you guys have heard about that in the news lately. Remember when Annabelle went to Gettysburg?
yeah.
That's where she went.
She was on the
Oh,
Conjuring
that's
tour.
right.
When she was on the Devil
That's
on the
right.
Run tour. And unfortunately, Dan Rivera passed
Right.
down there near that site. He didn't die on the site. But that was where she was being showcased. And where our
At the
friend...
orphanage.
At the orphanage. Where Maxim Furyk, our friend, went
Right.
and saw Dan Rivera and also
Annabelle.
met Annabelle. So they've been all over the news lately. Now, on July 1st, the first day, I told you the battle's coming from the north. Well, there's a soldier that's providing cover for the soldiers that are running south. They're all running towards Cemetery Hill.
Okay.
Okay, he gets shot, and with his last dying moments, he props up against a tree, and he whips out a picture of his 3 small children to look at. And when he is found, I think 3 days or 4 days later, he's still holding the picture, and he's dead. So when this is found, he's found, I'm trying to think, he was found by Benjamin Shriver's daughter, but the man had no identification on him.
Except for this picture.
Except for the picture. Now, she shows the picture to a guy named Dr. John Bournes, who had stopped into the Shriver's Tavern, and she showed him the image and told him the story of this man looking at this picture of his child. Now, I sent you a picture of 3 kids.
I got it.
Okay, that's the 3 kids that the image he's holding.
Yeah.
So Dr. John Bournes, it tugs on his heart. He has the picture published in local papers, thinking that the clue to this guy's identity is going to be figuring out who the heck these kids are.
Figure it out real quick.
So they published that, and it appears all over in the country in newspapers, because this is like every soldier's worst nightmare.
Right.
To die and not have any identification. These guys are writing their names on almost everything.
Right.
You know? So Amos's, the guy's wife, his name is Felinda, which is, I know, sounds like a horrible name. She sees the image in October and finally learns of her husband's fate.
That's a bad
Oh, she's like,
picture.
those are my kids.
Like,
Yeah.
those are my kids. And she's like, once she sees it, she knows her husband's the one that was dead,
Right.
holding the picture of their kids. So, and the kids are their kids, Frank, Frederick, and Alice. So, this tugged on so many people's hearts that this Dr. John Bourne started selling pictures of the kids, and they raised money to start this orphanage.
Selling pictures of these kids to who?
These kids look pretty sad. None of them are happy.
Well, to anybody. Back then.
Yo, you want some pictures
Yeah,
of
you want
kids?
some pictures of kids? I got
Whose
some.
kids are they?
I know.
Oh, just Frank,
Shut
Frederick, and
up.
Alice.
Listen, it's a different
Just
time.
Frankie, Freddie, and Alice.
Yeah.
It's a different
What
time,
are they
people.
doing with these?
Okay, people had.
Are they like the crying
have you heard of the
babies?
idea of cabinet cards? Like, cabinet cards were kind of like the baseball cards of the day.
Oh, okay.
So, like, you would be like, if you were a Republican back then, you wouldn't mind paying someone for a cabinet card of Abraham Lincoln. Or
Like the way back in the day, I
It's
would
like
have
a
like
collector thing.
bought a picture of Tori Amos or something. Back
exactly,
In the day.
they would have pictures of famous people.
Collector card. Yeah, like you said.
But they'd buy photographs, and like
Yeah.
the photo studios would take a photograph of, like, I don't know, Abraham Lincoln or John Burns, and then they would sell that photo to hundreds and hundreds of people. I have a picture. I have a cabinet
Those
card.
are famous people. What about
Dude.
3 rando kids?
Yeah, Rand. Because
I have a cabinet card from
Of
the
3 random
1800s.
these kids.
No, even worse. Even worse. There's a guy that was called the Gettysburg Ghoul.
Oh, I
He
like
was
that.
like this dude that was more than likely handicapped. And after a battle, poor people, if you wanted money or something, you could go onto the battlefield and rob the
yeah.
corpses of
Right.
whatever they had on them.
Right.
I mean, tobacco, shoes,
Watches.
rifles, money. They would
Belts.
They called them ghouls because they would swarm the dead and rob them. Well, in Gettysburg, they caught one of these guys and they took a picture of him and they sold cabinet cards
Of the ghoul?
of the ghoul.
All right, that's kind of cool.
All right,
That's
so
better than 3
I
kids.
have a picture of
like
the
that.
Gettysburg ghoul. I
I'd
should've
like to
brought
see
it.
that. Yeah.
And yeah, it's when you look at it, you're very sad for him because you can tell he's not
Yeah.
all there, and like
He's just trying to make ends
he's
meet.
just trying to stay alive.
Doing
you
what
know?
everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not the only one doing
It's
it.
crazy that just like 150 years ago, it was no big, maybe a little longer, but no big deal to just dig up corpses. Like that was a thing. Like people were grave robbers.
I was going to say,
like that
God
was
that-
a
yeah.
profession.
when grave robbing was a
changed.
thing,
Yeah.
there was no law against it. Mm-hmm. You know, you really didn't get really in trouble.
People also seem to be not so like bothered by corpses.
Oh, you hang out with them.
Well, you have to imagine, like when Grandpa died back in the
Yeah.
1800s, you didn't go to a funeral home. They set him up in the living room
Right?
for a couple days because they wanted to make sure he's still dead,
Right.
You know, and
was
then
actually dead.
once Grandpa starts stinking, all right, let's bury him.
He's a little stanky.
Grandpa's
No, then you put him in the next room over,
yeah. You're like,
and you make a buffet out of him.
oh yeah, that'd be rough. So, the Gettysburg Orphanage, why is it haunted?
Oh yeah, back to the
story,
the,
people.
taco bar.
Saying buffet.
Coffin taco bar.
Taco bar.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, taco
Little
bar is
Parcheesi.
where it's at. That's
Coffin Taco Bar.
Mm-hmm.
It's our new.
exactly where we're all about. Coffin taco bars, really?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense for a pizza podcast, right?
Listen, we're expanding.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right.
Don't limit.
We'll have pizza tacos.
Pizza tacos, I'm all about.
Wow.
Now, so they open up this orphanage,
Mm-hmm.
and the Felinda Humiston, which is Amos Humiston's wife, and I gave you a picture of Amos Humiston, the poor
Amos. All right, here's Amos. He's got like the whole underbeard thing, you know,
Oh, yeah.
the werewolf kind of thing,
Yeah.
where it kind of grows in kind of low.
guy. I feel bad for
He's
the
a
guy.
handsome guy, though.
He where he died is called I think Coon's Brickyard. Okay, if there is one place that's never visited on the battlefield, it's Coon's
Why?
Brickyard, because it's like in the middle of town. It's down a street. It's not part of a battlefield. I mean,
Well, it's just because it's a little out of the way.
it's a little out of the way.
It's not as haunted or not as.
No, I think all of Gettysburg is just one giant haunted spot. But I think it's just not part of all the monuments. There's a couple monuments. There's a monument to him there, but people just don't go there.
Just not on the
So
hot part.
his wife Felinda moves into this place.
I tell you, she a looker, and I'm exaggerating because I think she might. And it depends on the picture. She might only have the one eye. I'm not sure.
Oh. Yikes.
She looks serious.
Yeah.
I think there's different levels of attractiveness.
She's handsome.
and handsome. That's the nicest negative thing you could say about a woman, I think.
Just kidding.
Handsome
She
is
looks
like
very.
masculine.
I would be scared of this.
Stern.
Woman. Yeah, I would be scared. This woman said all three of my names. I would run.
I have an ancestor who died in Sunbury, and literally, I refer to her picture. She looks like freaking Johnny Cash.
Really?
Like she looks tough.
Just like Johnny Cash.
I'm telling you, I would be scared of her.
That's what I'm saying. Linda's on that list.
Some of those 1800s girls, they're a little scary. I think most of them could kick my
They probably
ass.
had to be. Yeah, I would say most of them can probably kick. Yeah, all of our asses.
So, she back to the story. She moves in.
We are off.
And then she's there for a few years. But in 1869, she gets remarried and she moves away. So she
Felinda?
Felinda.
Okay. Bye,
and
Felinda.
the next matron is a woman named Rosa Carmichael. Mm-hmm. Now, Rosa Carmichael, we do not have an image of, but I'm sure she's rather handsome.
She's a handsome man.
A handsome man.
I mean, a handsome woman.
And it doesn't take long. By 1873, just 4 years later, rumors are whispered that the Rosa is abusing the kids. In 1876, the kids don't attend a Memorial Day parade, which normally they would do this parade. They'd go to the Soldiers' Battle National Cemetery, and they'd lay flowers on the graves of their parents, their dads. Well, they didn't attend.
So it was an annual thing.
It was an annual thing. It happened every year. So the Grand Army of the Republic investigated and arrested Rosa.
That would have been a big deal that they wouldn't attend that because the orphanage was started for the soldiers, right?
Correct.
And so, like, then all of a sudden, they've been there then.
And they've been doing it every year.
Right. So that would cause alarm.
Yeah, it did. And they arrest this girl, and she's fine. Guess how much? Like
$74.
What do you think?
$8,000.
$20. $20, you can beat a kid in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania in 1873.
Oh, man. That's right.
She's convicted of aggravated assault. Now, she's supposed to leave, but she returns to the orphanage. She was supposedly locking children in the basement. I sent you pictures of chains. Yeah. I have 2 pictures of chains that were found at the site, and another that is a picture of chains attached to the wall that the site has added.
Right.
To kind of show you.
But the original wire is still in the
original wire was in the wall.
But I want to go back to what you kind of glossed over. She was supposed to leave. She was not supposed to go back to the orphanage.
Yeah.
But she just did anyway and continued to like be the mistress there or whatever.
Yeah.
The head, you know.
Like, okay, but don't do this anymore.
And she's like, all right, see ya. But then went back anyway.
She's not the only villain here. That Dr. John Barnes, who was selling images to raise money for it, he was essentially going there and using it as his like hangout house where like it seems like Rosa Carmichael and Dr. John Barnes were funneling and siphoning money meant for the kids and their upkeep to, enrich themselves.
And then doing some not nice things to kids along the way.
Correct. Like I sent you a picture of a water barrel because kids were put into the water barrel and had to stay there in the winter for hours as punishment. There was the older boys. There was an older boy that they called Stick Boy. And Stick Boy would dole out punishment to the younger kids who were misbehaving. And
the pit.
The pit. I sent you a picture. It's like inside in the cellar. There's like this little room, and that is a room that kids would be locked in. And I brought something here. I brought a stump doll. A stump doll like this was found on the site from that time period. This is like what poor kids had.
Is that a real one?
Well, it's physically a real doll.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
But the Haunted Orphanage actually makes stump dolls. They store them in that basement.
Okay.
So that the kids can play with them, and you can actually buy a stump doll.
That's been in the basement.
That's been stored in the basement.
I like that.
Now, this stump doll is one I purchased, and I actually added the eyes because I wanted button eyes. But when we
Why do they call them stump dolls?
Because it's literally just like there's no like arms,
no
legs,
appendages,
and
it's
it
like
was
a Cabbage Patch Kid.
It was made with scraps of fabric, so that even the poor kid could get enough supplies to get a stump doll. So
it takes a little imagination.
Yeah. So like to a little girl that had no money, this was probably the most realistic doll she was ever going to get.
It said they're still made by Amish today.
Yeah, they made them out in the prairie out west. So I love stump dolls, but they're kind of creepy. Now she would one of the kids was actually what got her caught the second time was she locked a kid in the outhouse outside the home on Christmas Eve.
Oh.
So and that kid was found. Now
that was found by
a neighbor.
A neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the one thing I wanted to say that this Haunted Orphanage is so notorious to how they're beating these kids and abusing them that I said that there's another site that might be connected to it.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever heard of the Blue Boy of Stevens Hall?
Chad has. No.
Chad's heard of it.
Mindset Coffee. Your mornings shape your day. That first choice, that first sip, it sets the tone for everything that follows.
With Mindset Coffee, you're not just drinking coffee. Each blend is infused with powerful ingredients like mushrooms for focus, hemp for balance, crafted to fuel your mind and body with purpose.
Because when you rise with clarity, you rise with strength. Start your day with intention. Start it with Mindset Coffee. Visit mindsetcoffee.com and elevate your mindset.
Stevens Hall's a building in Gettysburg, and it's on Gettysburg College campus. Okay. Now it was a women's dormitory at one time, and one year they had a little boy that they don't know where he came from, but it's assumed he came from the orphanage.
Okay.
And they were hiding him there in their dorm room.
Why?
Because it was winter. They wanted to try to help him escape.
A little boy.
Exactly.
Fair
but
enough.
the matron comes. She knocks on
Yeah.
the door and she's like, "Hey, I need to talk to you." So they shuffle the little boy outside the window and make him stand on the ledge so that they could talk to the matron of the building. And the matron takes forever. She makes him go downstairs, talk about him, and saying, "I think you're hiding a little boy up there." They're like, "No." She finally lets him go. They go back up to the room, and they look outside the window, and they don't see the boy. So they run outside the building. They check the snow. There's no snow imprints, but the boy is never seen again.
Oh.
Until the 1960s or 70s, people are claiming that when they live in this dormitory, that randomly they will see a boy on the third floor looking through the window, and his face is a sickly blue color.
Aww.
And written on the window, it says, "Help me."
No.
But
But in reverse.
because he's outside the window. So that's one of the ghost stories that's possibly connected to this.
So they're
site.
thinking,
what's pla?
Yeah.
Right.
They're thinking, so this kid was escaped from the orphanage, and these girls were trying to save him.
He escaped from the orphanage. They were trying to save him, and obviously they did a piss poor job.
Yeah.
What do you think? He was
Under
a
the
ghost
bed
at that
might have been a better choice at that point than out the window.
Is this story?
I don't know.
Do you think this one's got merit? This story?
Actually, no.
Because
I do not think it has
sounds
merit.
a little fishy.
The reason I don't think it has merit is there's evidence that the story was written in Gettysburg as an assignment, and that no one can find a version of this tale that exists before the report by a college student.
Interesting.
Gotcha.
So whether or
That
not,
kinda, yeah.
I think it was someone that lived in went to Gettysburg College. They wrote it for a report, and it became lore.
It added the lore, yeah.
But I don't know if there's any truth to it because it doesn't exist prior to the 1960s.
There's multiple things in that story that kind of make me go, I don't know about this one.
Yeah, I agree. Now, the Christmas Eve kid that was locked in.
Hold on, wait a sec. You have a ghost on the third floor looking in? That's scary stuff right there.
It is kind of freaky.
That's enough. And if there's ever a ghost that writes on my window, we're next level
Unless
right
it's
there.
a heart.
Unless it's a heart, yeah. Unless he's all like,
I don't know. I don't think I'd like a heart either. I don't want a ghost to be like,
you complete me.
I love you.
Yeah. No, it's out there.
Stay away.
All right, sorry, Steve.
No. It's cool. So, the kid that was locked in the outhouse, this is 1876.
Christmas Eve.
So this could almost have been a Christmas episode, beating kids, all that.
Beating kids and all that. You know how we do on our episodes.
That's last year's was quite a lot about beating kids.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's kind of our thing.
Yeah.
Crampi?
Crampies.
Crampi.
Multiple Krampuses.
We know it's gross.
Crampies.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Crampies
right,
are the
we
worst.
move
They're
on.
very gristly. So supposedly the ghosts of the mistreated kids haunt the site. People see them not only in the basement, they see them in the yard where they were.
House?
There's no outhouse anymore, but
in that general
area,
direction?
yeah. I mean, they'd be tied to fence posts, for Christ's sakes. But mostly in the basement, people feel their clothes tugged, which is, I guess, common. Like if you're a little kid, you tug, it's always going to be tugging down from your shirt level.
Is that where our buddy felt a kid tug on him?
No, our buddy felt it at the Farnsworth, and that's we even know the kid's name that tugged him.
Oh, we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that in a future episode. But
In the basement, you can still see a lot of this stuff. Like there are literally chains still in the wall with like handcuffs and stuff. It's nasty.
I know. That's what I was saying before we started recording. I really want to go there again.
It's bad.
Oh yeah, we should do a whole investigation. In fact, the picture, I sent you a picture of the guy that I did my investigation. I've already investigated it.
What was his name?
I forget.
It's called Sparky.
But he was awesome. In fact, if you look at the brochures, that's the guy that's on the brochures for the ghostly images of Gettysburg.
Oh, nice.
So,
well, I would like to volunteer to do the Estes method in the pit. So I will go under.
I would let you.
Okay, that would be a lot.
I wouldn't mind getting into the pit.
Yeah.
To seeing what the vibe is like. I mean, I've looked into it, but I was like part of a line of people looking into it, so a little different. Now, so that's the Haunted Orphanage. I mean, Rich Rosell, who you met, who's part of my ghost hunting, Rosell, he went down there and he got a black eye. He fell in the basement.
Oh, for real?
And I was such a dick. And I'm sorry, Rich, because the first thing I said was, "Did Stick Boy get you?"
That's pretty accurate, though.
But like,
apparently he did.
That basement, you gotta like when you do ghost hunts, you really gotta be careful with your footing. Like we're doing it in the dark.
It's a dangerous situation.
It is not a safe thing to do. You know, like we do get hurt, not by ghost,
mostly by
steps and low hanging beams. You know, that's what does us in.
You don't know the layout. Yeah, you're.
So, like, now that you know a little bit more about the Haunted Orphanage, what do you guys think? Like, I know you want to go. What about you?
I'd go back. Chrissy's more in the investigating it part, but I would do it. I'd be there for it.
Okay.
I'd be in.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's there.
Little kids freak me out.
Well, her name was Rosa, right?
Rosa Carmichael.
I think, I heard also that you can smell roses. Like, that's one of her ghost scents.
There's so many reports about that place because literally thousands of people go there every year.
Yeah.
So like it runs the gamut of what people claim has happened to them.
Right.
You know, or pictures, you know, oh, I see something in the window. I don't try to delve into too much of that because unless it's like a full body apparition, it's almost impossible to prove that there was no one outside the view that the reflection is of, or, you know, unless you intimately know the area.
And I think in a situation like that too, where you know people are actively trying to get pictures and want to get pictures, there's more of an opportunity nowadays where things could be, you know.
Yeah, you could try to manipulate it, or there's apps that you could create it if you want. So, and that's the hard part with ghost hunting is the fact that you really have to go on the word of the person saying it. So when you don't know the person, you don't have a rapport with them, or you haven't known them for years, it's hard to put faith in their personal recollections. That's why I put a lot of my faith not into personal recollections, but what the actual evidence is.
Right.
You know, is there, you know, documented cases of EVPs? Can I listen to the EVPs?
Right.
So,
and the people you would trust to have those opinions would feel the same way.
Exactly. You know, and a lot of some of the images that people see, you know, if you want to find a ghost, you're going to find a ghost in an image no matter how, you know, no matter what.
Right.
So you kind of have to like wade through and like raise the bar of what you expect.
Totally.
So, but I definitely think we should go back.
We'll be back.
There's so much we can do.
Yeah, we'll be doing a couple episodes on Gettysburg, but this is just the first one. We already have a couple more planned, right?
We have the
Well,
Robert E. Lee headquarters.
We'll hang on to it. We'll hang on to it. We got a bunch more. We got a bunch more. Is that it for the orphanage and Jennie Wade House then?
That is it for it, because I don't want to bore you guys with all the details of
the minutia.
Good stuff. I appreciate
the minutia, or some historians call getting into the weeds of history.
Right.
And we figured out why we fingered the hole.
Yeah. Oh, no. I didn't tell you that.
Yeah, I know.
So while you were fingering the hole, was it's supposedly good luck.
Okay.
Oh.
It bestows you with good luck, and it's supposed to be good luck to getting married.
Oh, look at
Because
that.
she was denied a marriage. They say that people that put their finger in the hole, they get married in a short time later.
Oh.
Look at that.
So if you guys get married, you can thank Jennie Wade.
Yeah.
Well, thank you
Well, for making
for
your
making me
finger
think
a
of the
house.
house. Yeah.
But it's weird. You literally put your finger in the hole that took her
Shot
life.
her. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like,
And
I
it's
don't.
considered good luck.
I mean, I think we both kind of knew that as we were doing it, but we didn't know the rest of it.
Right.
Yeah, so like I don't know. I don't know how lucky it is. Jennie Wade's probably like rolling over in her grave
Yeah.
The
like
least lucky.
that's like the worst luck ever.
Well, we had a lot of cool pizza places to pick from there, and I don't even know why we chose. Well, let's see if I say Gettysburg, Jennie Wade, and a Haunted Orphanage episode, right in the heart of town. It's called the Upper Crust. Remember this place?
Was that the one on one of the main streets?
I think so. Right in the heart of town, it says.
Okay.
This place was big, had open garage doors across.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, I remember.
Yeah, remember it was a real kind of cool atmosphere.
Yeah.
Our water glasses were. Whatever that word. Oh, were actual glasses. So that tells you this place was classy. Okay?
Oh, right.
They were actual glass. It wasn't like they had skee ball on the back and a full bar, which I liked. Yeah, we had drinks, right? They had
Probably.
3 wood stoves in the middle. Oh, this place was big.
It was huge. And they were very talkative to us.
They gave us a lot of information.
They did.
Steven gave this one, upper crust, 4.0 out of 5.
Not
Nice
bad.
score. Solid pizza. Go!
Uh-oh.
We drink for that now. I'm drinking for that every time. Solid pizza. He said, great flavor. Unique cheese blend. Amazing sauce. I would haunt it. There's the old Steve review. I would haunt it. There you go. 4.0 out of 5.
I do remember the cheese blend. Like the cheese, I forget what they said was in it, but there was an extra type of cheese, and it gave it a unique texture.
Do you remember what the cheese was?
I don't know. Maybe like a
Monterey or something?
maybe a ricotta, American.
Who knows? It wasn't American. I remember that. Christy, 3.75 out of 5.
It's pretty good.
Had great flavor and char. Wow. I had one bite of pepperoni, and it was like pepperoni heaven. Great sauce. Could have used a little bit more, but overall, great pizza. And I gave it the same score, 3.75 out of 5. The first bites of my slice were awesome. The actual pizza bone was a little too charred for me, but still very good. So it must have had a lot of that black on it. And I typically like that, so it must just have been
A little bit more. Yeah.
little overdone. The cheese mix was banging, and the sauce was pretty tasty, but it was light on the sauce. So we both had the same thing, a little
A
light
little
on the
more
sauce.
sauce would have been good.
I don't like a lot of sauce, so
Right.
that's interesting. I'd haunt this place just for the overall experience because of all
Yeah.
the cool stuff we did.
And if I remember correctly, I think the guy that owned it or was the manager, he walked me outside the building and showed me like
Yeah, the cannonballs.
the cannonball embedded in the building.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I saw a picture of that.
Do we have a picture of that?
I don't think.
We probably didn't. Anytime we drink, we screw up.
I know. Once we drink, we're screwed. Well, here's a picture of all the big 3 stoves. Oh, yeah. Remember how talkative they were? They were really cool.
Yeah, we're always like hanging out with like famous people, and then we're like, "Ah, crap! I should have got a picture.
I should have got a picture.
No, I didn't even get a picture with him." You know.
One of us has to be smart enough to take pictures, and then one of us has to be smart enough to send those pictures into the. That's just how it
Right.
works. Oh well.
It's just a tall order for us.
As
If
the
anyone
day
knows
goes on,
us,
it gets less and less.
you know, yeah, like
I think we do pretty good.
I mean, after 2 or 3 bars, though, it's like hard.
They
you
leave
know?
us to our own, and we just do this. So hey, I think
Right.
I'm proud.
We
I'm
don't.
proud.
We don't have a ringleader to keep us in line.
We need something.
So that's our problem.
That's our episode for today, though. Please check us out on social media, on the Facebooks or the Instagrams or the TikToks.
Yeah. Thanks again to Cup of Code.
And I want to say, like, I've been, lots of people have been running into me in public and shaking my hand and saying, I love the podcast. I want to just tell people, you know, comment on these episodes so we know who you are.
Yeah.
And let us know what you like and
Yeah.
sites you want us to check out, because we're all about running into people and, you know, seeing more cool stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, comment on that stuff. Steve loves to reply to people. Chrissy's been doing a good job of getting back to people.
Yep.
So we enjoy the interaction.
Yeah, any kind of stories you can tell us, let us know. Any kind of stories you might
New places
want
to
us.
go.
Yeah, that's really exciting to hear too. And is that it, everybody?
That's it.
All right, join us next time you crave a slice of the paranormal.
This podcast was produced by Stone State Entertainment.